HDSLR Shooter, sponsored by Blackmagic Design, Carl Zeiss, and Atomos.
Hi, Clint with HDSLR Shooter. I'm here with Dave Helmly of Adobe, and we've been talking about some new features that Premiere is going to be having, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the integration between Adobe CC, specifically Premiere, and the new Mac Pro.
Yeah, it's an exciting platform. I mean, we have a lot of customers that have said that's what I want to settle on. They've been waiting long enough. I think we can all agree on that. And I just went out and bought a 12-core probably about a month ago, and I've been doing a lot of testing on it. We've just completed a brand new video. It's up on YouTube. Just look for D Helmly or Dave Tech Table, DAV, Digital Audio Video Tech Table, and you'll see a full video on that thing running. I mean, it's absolutely an amazing box for its size, and it's got a great set of GPUs in there.
So talk a little bit about how specifically is Adobe taking advantage of the system itself. I heard Al say something in the thing that perhaps maybe the mid-level one is the best way to go. Is that your opinion, or talk about that?
Okay, so a couple things to think about there. I think there's two sides to the new Mac Pro. There's the Xeon chip that's in there. What, do I get 4-core, 6-core, 8-core? I went out and got a 12-core. I always kind of buy high and then figure out what's the right feel for the customer. And then you've got the different levels of the, the D500s, the D700. What level of GPUs do you want? For me, I think the thing you can't really change easily is the graphics card. So my advice to a lot of customers is just get the D700s. You can choose a better a better processor for you. So if you want to put your money in the dual GPU on the D700s, then maybe you can back down to the 6-core or the 8-core. Because a lot of the work that's coming out now, you see it with Premiere, you see it with Final Cut X, a lot of these things are really gearing towards the GPU. So that is where the future is going, no question. And Apple really seems to be pushing that direction. And Adobe, as you know, has been going that direction for a very long time. So for me, D700s, and then choose between the 6 and the 8-core. There might be some people that need a 12-core, but I think for the general user that we talked about today, either the 6 or 8 is going to be fine for those guys. And also, don't forget memory. Adobe applications really like their memory, so most people can do 16 on average. I probably recommend 32-ish.
So for the folks that aren't upgrading soon, but maybe they've got the original Mac Pro and they want to get a new GPU, what would you recommend for the Mac that's out there to help take advantage?
Well, okay, so that's a good question. So I should mention just on the D700s and the 300s and the 500s that are in the new Mac Pro, a lot of work has gone on to bring parity to OpenCL. So a lot of work going on with ATI, even some work with Intel on what they're doing with OpenCL. But if we sort of go look at the new Mac user that says, you know what, I'm a new Mac Pro user thinking, well, maybe I want to wait on getting a new Mac Pro, build up my old Mac Pro, what options do I have? The good news is they've got SSDs they can add, right? They can make sure they're running 32 gigs of RAM, and they really have a pretty good choice of NVIDIA cards to choose from. So the 680 is a great card, K5000 is a great card. Putting those in there will actually really give them some pretty good options. I'll be honest with you, I don't think in most cases it's as fast overall as, say, a new Mac Pro, but it's still pretty decent performance.
I wasn't under the impression that K5000 was only for PC. Is it for Mac now as well?
Yeah. There's the 4000, the 5000, the 680. And I think NVIDIA is kind of looking at those different options on what can we bring that level of user that wants to hang on to that Mac Pro a little longer. And you have to remember, some of what we're calling the old Mac Pros was just 2012, so it wasn't that long ago. So people are still trying to figure out how can I stretch that out a couple more years. And I will be honest with you, most of the users I talk to, they want to get to that new Mac Pro. This is sort of a stopgap to get them there. So.
You do a lot of Dave's Tech Table and everything like that. People want to find out more specifically about your blog. What do they do?
So they can go to blogs.adobe.com/Dave Tech Table, DAV, Digital Audio Video Tech Table, and you'll see a little blog site there. There's links to videos, and anytime we come out with an update, we'll try to throw some stuff up there. My blog tends to be, and videos tend to be a little bit more technical, so you can use it as a reference. So I know a lot of people want to know, how do I test, and what's the best things to look for. So I always try to spill out exactly what's going on screen. One of the things you'll see on the latest video we did with the Mac Pro is there's an information screen up there to tell you exactly what codec I'm using, what the frame size is, and so forth. And it's pretty amazing, and especially with the new thing we showed today with the GPU debayering. So a lot of things going on with that, and source settings for Cinema DNG files, and some of the other cool things you'll be able to see. So pretty exciting video.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Dave.
Thanks, Clint. Appreciate it.
HD SLR Shooter, sponsored by Blackmagic Design, Carl Zeiss, and Adamo.